All right. Don't know what's going on here. Got a little technical problem. There we go. It popped back in right. Hope this number right here is wrong. It says 0. Hope there's a few more people than that in here. But tonight, all right, it's our hurricane season refresher, I guess you would call it. That's what it is. Going to get back to the basics. Going to touch on a few things. Make sure you're ready. It don't matter if you're on the coast or not, because when storms roll in, don't matter if it's a hurricane, a tornado, or whatever. This right here, this is a map right here from a week ago Saturday. That's all the states that were affected by storms. It was overnight on a Friday into a Saturday. Like I said, it was a week ago from Saturday. But there were hundreds of thousands of people without power. And I know it took states like Michigan and Missouri. It took Michigan a week to get back to, 100% service. Missouri, I know it took 4 days, 5 days, something like that. But you don't have to be living on the coast to be using these tips I'm going to give you tonight. But all of us folks that's in those hurricane zones, you really need to be ready. But first, let's see who we got with us here tonight. First one in, Glenn Anderson. All right. It's early, but yeah, you made it. Yes, sir. And we do appreciate it very much. Come on down. Who else I got down here? Texas Raiders in the house. My man right there. Yes, sir. Come on. Who else? Buzz Runner's with us. You're in the hurricane zone. All right. Thank you for being here. There's Nishka. Me and you have to get together. I cannot find that flash drive you gave me. So I need to get one. So what I'm going to do is buy you lunch. We need to get together for lunch somewhere. I know you live local, so we'll get together somewhere. And you can give me a copy of that flash drive again. Actually, give me 2 if you can. I want to send one over to NC Prepper. But I don't know what the heck I did with it. It's crazy. But I know you got it, and I need it. So let's get together. I'll buy you lunch. Grammy C's with us. There we go. She don't get to make it often. All right. Lynn Stalker's in the house. Greg Harmon's back with us, my man. Debbie Jones is here, and I know Rob is with her. There's my girl, Kayla. Yes, sir. All right. Iowa's in the house. My girl, we prayed so hard for you, and it worked. Thank goodness it worked. All right. Good to see you with me tonight. I know Marcia and Paul's there waiting. The great state of Washington's in the house. Yep, I'm going to ask you again, are you ready for that volcano? Because it's coming. They keep talking about it. Hill Bill's in the house. Yeah, let her buck. That's right, buddy. Let her buck. J1 is with us. David T4, my man. Just finished French toast. I was wondering. Actually, yeah, I was wondering. What Bill got to say here. Open the gate. That's right, brother. 8 seconds. That's all we got to make. It's 8 seconds. Short-lived saint. Me and you have to get together, buddy. It's so hot right now, though. I hate to get out down to that rifle range down there. But, man, if you can stand it, I can. We'll go down there one day. I'll give you these 2 prizes you got sitting here waiting on you. But, yeah, I got to get back out there. I want to dial in that 9mm carbine I got. I think it's good up to 50 yards right now, but I'm hoping I can just reach out there with it, maybe get 100 out of it. But we'll see. Rural's with us, my man. I enjoyed that video today you did where you were testing your preps. That was a good one. It really was. Glad it worked out. Bill Kilmer's with us. Come on down. Tammy Joe's in the house. All right. One of my cheerleaders right there. There's another one. Wanda Landry. Yep. And Diane L.S. Good to see you too. Man, I got a good bunch in it. I got the best bunch on YouTube right here. Ain't no doubt about it. That's a fact. I don't care what anybody says. Yeah. There we go. We already gave Nishka a shout out. She wanted to give one over to Lady Prepper. There's Ohio Valley Prepper. Been watching your videos too from Bug Out Weekend. You guys had a blast. I wish that was a little closer to me so I could have been a part of that. Patriot Ordnance is with us. Come on down. CC's back. Yes, sir. All right. Come on down. Let me get on down here and see who we got. There's the farmer right there. Yeah. Yeah, there's Craig. Yep, like I told you, buddy, we got to get together. I got something for you right over there. It's right over there. I got to get it to you. Something you're gonna want too. We gotta have lunch too. Absolutely, gotta have lunch. All right, come on down. Who else? We got anybody else in here? The farmer, the People's Republic of Michigan. That's right. Hey, did you hear that Donald Trump is considering pardoning those people that were charged with kidnapping your governor? He knows it was a setup by the FBI, and I think he's going to cut them folks loose. Katie's with us from Asheville, North Carolina. Bless your heart. I wish you'd get out of there. Grits and Grace is with us. There we go. Yeah. Good to see you back. Who else? Michelle J's with us. All right. Good to see you again, Michelle, but we've been missing you. I know you've been busy. It's that time of year. You homesteading folks, you're really busy. I think you're going to like what I got away from all the politics. You know, if you want to watch politics, go watch, Sean Hannity or Rachel Maddow or something like that. I'm getting back to prepping here. I'm getting back to teaching you folks and helping you folks get ready for what's coming, because it is coming. I'm trying not to make a political statement, but I'm going to make one here. That's why Elon bailed on him today. He sees that all the work he's doing is for nothing. It's so corrupt, it's so crooked that he's never going to get it straight. So he said, okay, see ya. It's going to be easier to send people to Mars than it is to try to get this government straight. And that's why he left. I have no doubt. Who else we got in here? I think we got another one or two, maybe. No, I hit the bottom of the list. There's Son. All right. Thank you so much. Sports Mobile is with us. There we go. All right. What's this here? Elon bailed? Yes, he did. He just said, I'm going back to work at my company. He sees this bill that they're trying to push through. He sees it's full of waste just like everything else, and he's just done. That's all I'm going to say about politics. That's it. I'm going to get back to prepping. That's what we're here for, guys. But like I said, you don't have to be living on the coast. Anywhere pretty much in the United States. What we're going to cover tonight is going to help you out, no matter where you live. We're going to get back to basics. We're going to touch on it. We're going to make sure you guys are ready. It's that simple. I want you to be ready. But I did it for a reason right here. Look at this. We had a spinner in the Gulf about a week and a half ago. We already had a spinner in the Gulf. Thank goodness it fell apart. It didn't develop, but it was there and it was ready to rock and roll. So that right there tells you what kind of season we're going to have with storms here, y'all. Absolutely. And the people over at NOAA, they have decided that we are going to have a higher than average amount of storms this year. We're going to have 13 to 19 storms. Okay. 9 of them, 4 of them look like they're going to be major there. Normally we have 14, so that's a little bit higher than normal. That's like almost 33% higher than normal for our storms this year. And I do this every year, touch on these basics, help you guys get ready, because the threat's real. This is real. This isn't like a CME or an EMP. This is real. This could happen. And we know it. But they've already got the names out there for all of them. There they are right there. Hopefully we'll never get past the D. But I'm pretty sure we will. Since things are cranked up already. So hopefully we won't make it all the way through that list. Let me put it that way. Just for you guys, thank you for being here. A little apple juice to lube the vocal cords. All right. If you got one, then you go for it too. What we got here? Nishka's in all caps. you know that they're cooking up the storms they're predicting. I don't know about that. Maybe. I mean, I don't know. I don't know if they have control over that or not. A lot of people say they do. A lot of people say they don't. I don't know. So I'm gonna fall in right in the middle of there and say, maybe they are, but maybe not. Maybe it's just nature. But I know one thing: it's not. It damn sure ain't global warming. Okay, and if it is, ain't nothing I can do about it. Me paying more taxes ain't going to help the weather situation. It's that simple. Oh, there I went. I went into politics again. Sorry, guys. All right, let's get on with it. Now, let's get to it. Let's get to the basics. Why we're all here, what you need to do to get ready for what's coming. Like I said, this is a real threat. And we know that there's going to be storms. And after last year, especially with Helene, thank goodness, they're finally getting back to normal in East Tennessee and North Carolina, over in Western North Carolina. Finally, after months and months, they're finally getting back to normal. But here we go. Let's rock. All right. FEMA recommends that you have 3 days, a 3-day supply of food and water. Well, I think that's a joke. I think you need at least 7 days worth. So get out there and get that food, guys, non-perishable food. It's easy to prepare, and get your water. Like I said last year, and like I said the year before that, buy things that you will actually eat. If you want to put them in like a tote and stash them away in a closet, that would be a good idea. As long as they're good, and they should be, for at least a year. That way next year when we do this, and I remind you, go break that tote out and let's refresh that food supply, you'll be able to do that. It's not that hard to do. 7 days is not a lot. That's not a big expense. You can easily do that on $100. Okay, grab you a couple of cases of water, a couple of those 24 packs of water, and store that away. Now, one thing I'm going to tell you before we leave here, I'm going to give you a tip on your emergency foods that you probably don't know, and you absolutely need to know it. It's going to be the last thing we cover. I'm going to make sure you're still here and you hear that. So believe me, it's something you've got to know. What we got here, Asheville getting back to normal, but surrounding areas, recent rains caused more mudslides and temporary bridges are washed out. Oh my goodness. Yep. You guys, it's just so tough to get right up there. I mean, this could be a prolonged thing. Even that map I showed you when we opened up, that was from a storm front that rolled through the United States that went from the Gulf of Mexico to the Canadian border. And it just annihilated the center of the country. And there were people without power, for days or a week at least. And, in those areas, there were people running to the store to buy whatever they thought they would need, but you need to have that on hand now. That's why we're here talking to you. But we got that food lined up now. Most of you have it, I have no doubt. If you don't, jump out there and get it in the next week or so. You don't have to do it all at once. Over the next month, maybe. Spread that out. Get those foods. Build you a menu. A 7-day menu. And then go buy what you need to complete that menu if you have to eat from that, we'll call it a food container, we'll call it. Because like I said, put it in a tote and just stick it away in the closet. Day 1, you eat this. Day 2, you eat that. It's not that hard to do, guys. Next up, we're going to talk about your power. All right. There are so many portable solar, they call them generators. They're just power packs. So many of them out there now that's affordable. You can get them for anywhere from $200 to, $200 or $300, $400. That will do a great job for you. They'll keep your phone powered up. They'll keep your laptop powered up. You can run the lights off of them. You can run a portable TV and a radio. if you have to charge those. But there's so many of them out there right now that is so affordable. You need to go out there and get you one. Don't forget your lights. You see here, lanterns, flashlights, headlights, whatever. Make sure you got that ready to go. If you have to go with candles or fuel oil lanterns, then do that. But make sure you have a fire extinguisher close by. Absolutely, you got to have a fire extinguisher, guys. If you're going to go with those flame light sources, that's for your safety. But get you, like I said, a little generator here. I bought one for a friend not too long ago. She wasn't destitute by any means. She wasn't poor. But I know this lady was working 2 jobs or 3 jobs at a time, and she didn't have, $100 to spend on something like that. So I bought her one. I bought her the portable power pack and the panel to charge it. So it's not that expensive. Jump out there and get you one. Don't go to dinner a couple of times over the next few weeks. Take that $75, $80, go out there and find one of those and buy it, because in the long run, it's going to benefit you a lot more than dinner at Steak and Ale, or is that place even in business anymore? Olive Garden, more than Olive Garden will, or Longhorn Steaks. Pass that up a couple times. This will do you a lot better in the long run. All right. So we covered your food and water. We covered your power. Now let's get your comms going. All right. Make sure that your off-grid comms are ready to go. Keep those radios charged. If it's your handheld walkie-talkies, your base station like I have, a shortwave radio, or just a weather radio, make sure your shortwave comms your off-grid comms are ready to go. If it's something just like that, I was making a joke there with the smoke signals, but make sure you're ready, because when this storm season rolls around, it ain't looking good, y'all. Right now, it's raining like crazy. That's why I'm in here by myself. Lady Prepper's in there with Tucker, who goes crazy when it starts storming. You might have heard him bark a while ago, but I mean, we're ready. If everything goes out right now, we're ready. That's the way you need to be with your power and your communications. And finally, we're going to talk about the one thing you absolutely need to protect yourself. Make sure your defenses are ready. Don't matter what it is, make sure it's ready and you got plenty to feed it. I can't get into the particulars on this. You guys know that, because YouTube don't like that. But, it's right there, right in front of you. Like I said, make sure you got plenty to feed them. Also, you need to have a plan, just in case everything does go out. Know the access points in your house. Know how to watch those. If you have to set up a system, a routine, I should say, where you check certain points at certain times, you need to practice these things right now. Because when the lights go out, if they're out for a long time, it could get ugly. Now, I recently put in a security system, a video surveillance system here. I'm going to be doing a video on that probably coming up this week. And it's very affordable. When you watch that video, if you really need something to watch the access points to your property or your home or whatever, the system that I got, I could not believe how well it worked for the price I got it. I think I paid $260 for it. It's got 4 cameras on it, and they hook right into your TV or your phone or whatever. I'm going to be bringing that to you, like I said, this week. You need to think about getting one of those. But the system I got, like I said, it's 4 cameras, but you can get one with 2 cameras. It's even less. That's right. That's a fact. But if you're in an apartment, like I touched on last week, you probably only have 2 access points to your home. You got the door coming in and the sliding glass door. You only need 2 cameras. But that's something I'm going to bring you. Hopefully you'll watch that and see what's going on. But the tip that I was going to bring you about your emergency foods, a lot of people don't know this. Did you know that dehydrated food and MREs can give you constipation? I know MREs will from experience, but the dehydrated foods will do the same thing. Now, if you have dehydrated foods is mainly your food storage, you need to make sure you have plenty of water to go with that. Not just water to cook it with, but water to chase it with. I'm going to have to recommend that you drink at least 1 bottle of water every day, just an extra bottle of water if you're eating those dehydrated foods to keep things flowing properly. Because what they'll do, even after you cook them and they're done proper and they taste great and the consistency looks good, they'll get into your system and they will absorb moisture from your body, from your system. And that could possibly cause a problem. Might make it difficult to do your business. But if you hit that little extra water, that's going to help tremendously. Now, if you're using MREs, let me see, what is this? Crap, I'm late. Oh, that's all right. You're here. It's all right, Janet. I know you and Todd are here. But if you're using MREs, now I know for a fact from experience that they are made to keep you from going. Let me put it that way. They're actually made that way. They were engineered that way originally from the manufacturers. Because most of the time, people that were consuming those were out in the field somewhere, doing anything other than sitting around and worrying about the weather. So they made them that way intentionally. But there is a fix for that. What we got here, I see a lot of capital letters. That's why they put gum in the MRE. That's right. That's right. But here it is. Here's the thing right here. This will make sure you're doing your business on time properly if you're eating MREs or dehydrated, actually. Put some baking soda in your storage. 1 tablespoon of baking soda and warm water. Mix it up, drink it. I guarantee you that will make sure you are regular. A lot of people don't know that, especially with the MREs. Unless you've had experience with them, you don't know that. And unless you've looked it up like I just did, I showed you that little Google thing right there. Bingo. The MREs are actually made to keep you from having to access the restroom facilities. Let me put it that way. But that baking soda does the trick. It don't overdo things. Somehow it balances things out perfectly. Everything works great. And that's just something you got to keep in mind, guys. Most of our storage over there is dehydrated foods. And I didn't know that they would do that until I went and checked it. I mean, I knew MREs would, so I got curious and I said, will dehydrated foods do the same thing? Yes, they will. I know that's a strange topic for us to be covering, but we're preppers. And if you're eating dehydrated, 5 days in a row, or you're eating MREs 5 or 6 days in a row, you're going to need those remedies, guys, believe me. But hopefully we touched on what you need here. It's pretty basic, and that's what I want to go over is make sure you have the basics in place, because that is the thing that's going to keep you more comfortable if things go sideways, like they have in many areas when the lights go out for 3 to 5 days. Get that power up, make sure you have food so you're not out in the rush. I guarantee you when Helene ran through Asheville, North Carolina and destroyed everything, what was left, people were scrambling for. You don't want to be in that situation. You want to have your own. You don't want to be a part of that. You want to stay away from that. Let them fight it out. It's that simple. 7 days, guys. That's all I'm asking you to do is 7 days at minimum. Sit down and write that menu out. Get you 7 days worth of food, a couple of cases of water to take care of it. Get you some drinking water in cases. Now, if you want water for hygiene, like washing, doing the tits and pits and vital bits and, brushing your teeth, get you, some 1 gallon jugs. They're still cheap, like $1.25 at Walmart. That way you have all your bases covered. It's that simple. Just 7 days, guys. That's all I'm asking you to do, please. And on your comms, at least have a weather radio or a shortwave radio so you can scan those channels, see what's going on around you. Get you a hand crank AM FM radio with a weather band on it. They're not that expensive. You can get them for $20. These are the kind of things you have to do. Absolutely have to do to make sure you're ready for when everything goes sideways. All right. Anybody got anything out there? Any suggestions, any questions, comments? What we got going here? All right. I ain't seeing much pop up. Hopefully that means I covered everything. All right. Search for JRE. All right. I'll do that and see what that is. I'm not sure, so I will know next week. What we got going here with Rural? My man right there. Go check that channel out, y'all. He got a lot of great stuff over there. All right. Got a lot of sports drinks going on there with his water. All right. And a lot of coffee. That's right. Has anybody noticed the price of coffee? I've been watching coffee over the last 2 years, watching the price. I went to the grocery store the other day. When I started watching it about 2 years ago, it was going up $1 here, $1 there, $1 here. Well, now it's doubled in price since I started watching it. A lot of people are going to say, well, it's those tariffs. Trump did it. No, it wasn't Trump. It's been going up for a couple of years. I know because I've been watching it. And I don't like it because I love coffee. If it wasn't for coffee, I'd need bail money every day. All right. What is this? My coffee's $15. Oh, my goodness. That's good. Mine's $18. I drink Maxwell House. I buy those canisters, little blue canisters, $18. 2 years ago, it was $9. All right. Hopefully I helped you guys out. If you got any questions, comments, whatever, shoot me an email. Let me pop that in there for you guys. Most of you know it already, but right there it is. Shoot me an email. I'll be glad to help you with anything I can. Yeah. Take care, everybody. That's right. Everybody take care and get ready. You guys down there in Texas, down there where Glenn is and Texas Raider, you guys been having some bad weather. So hopefully you're settled in. You're ready to go. It's only going to get worse as the summer goes on. Just like here in Florida, it's going to get worse, guys. Hopefully I won't lose my canopy on my tool shed this year. I guess we'll see. But with that, I'm going to say stay strong. Keep prepping, y'all. Thank every one of you for being here. I love all of you. Like I said, I got the best group on YouTube. No doubt. Love every one of you. Like I said, keep prepping and pray for the USA. The Orlando Prepper is out.